Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day number 10 of our Cybersecurity Awareness Month series. And today's topic is, well, drive encryption and why it is that you need it. So, we've covered encryption already in a bad way, and that's with ransomware, where the bad guys take your data and they kind of rewrite it with this new algorithm, and then they hold the private key and you pay to get it back. Now, drive encryption is very much like this, except you hold on to that private key. You have it. Actually, your computer does. It's not a bad idea for you to have a backup copy of it, but as far as the decryption goes, it's kind of automatic once you have booted up and you've logged into the machine. Now, why would you need something like this? Well, it's pretty simple in terms of why you would need it, and that is because any drive that contains any type of information that is not encrypted, and this includes phones and tablets that have memory cards or other mass storage devices in them, we can take those out, we can mount them, which means we can kind of connect them, and we can tell the operating system to see the data that's on there, and then we can extract that data. What happened to security and everything that we had on there? Well, we can kind of blow all of that away because the security at the end of the day is an operating system thing. So if there's no encryption going on, really, we can get to just about anything by mounting it with special tools. And that's what the bad guys are going to do to extract the information. Now, not all computers are created equally. So if you do need to have encryption, there's a few things that you need to know. Number one is if you're using Windows, you need to have Windows 10 Pro, Enterprise, or Education Edition. And you need to have a computer that supports the encryption and decryption of the information. Now, most all modern computers do this, but not all. So it's very important to confirm that whatever device you're buying has it. Now, chances are if it's a $300 laptop that has Windows Home, well, you're already gonna have to spend another $100 to upgrade it to professional. So you're already at $400, and you're probably $550, $600 is your entry level business laptop that's going to have everything you need. So keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that just because you encrypt data doesn't mean you're completely off the hook if your computer or equipment is stolen. And here's why. You need to be able to prove that right before the point in time that the laptop or computer or tablet or phone, right before that went missing, it was indeed encrypted. So many times you need to have some type of audit tool on board that's basically reporting back in with an audit log that says, yes, this computer was encrypted as of the last check-in. So it's important to keep these things in mind when going about this on your own. Now, why would you need encryption? We brushed over that quickly. We gave some good examples of why, and it's really basic. If you don't want anyone to get to the files that are on your machine, or especially if you have any type of compliance situation where you have any type of PII, which is personal identifiable information. So anything really, account numbers, social security numbers, driver license numbers, those sort of things. Anything like that on your computers that you're storing, even temporarily, even possibly in your trash can, or potentially in your email, you need to encrypt that laptop by law to make sure that you are within compliance. So big deal to have that stuff encrypted. Now, we have quite a few breaches that have occurred in the past where the devices were not encrypted, and that's kind of where they got caught on the hook. If you're able to prove that you are encrypted, hence an auditable proof that you are encrypted, there's really, aside from the doing what you have to do, your due diligence and telling everyone and all of that stuff, it's highly unlikely you're going to get fined for not adhering to any type of best practice. Now, the likelihood of anyone getting in through bulk means, remember that first one we did on passwords? This is a very, very, very long, many special character type of password. So that bulk attack, probably not going to work out too well for them. It's more than likely that they're going to use your credentials somehow to get in. And we're going to talk about MDM, which is actually going to be able to give you a way of kind of wiping out your computer remotely the second it sees an internet connection. So we're going to talk about that in the future, but it goes hand in hand with the encryption. if they do get in, you really want to shut things down quickly. So, pretty interesting topic, a very relevant topic. And if you're doing any sort of kind of work or manipulation, or even just passing through your emails, even in your web browser, you need to have this connected, because even though it's a temporary file, if it's found on there and it's exposed, you are still liable for the repercussions of that. So keep that in mind. And with that, if you have any questions about encryption, if your computer supports it, etc., please comment below and we'll try to follow up with you as soon as possible. And I also want to remind you too about our awesome cybersecurity webinar series. We have 3 in this series. First one's going to be a complete kind of coverage, complete 360 deal on the steps that small businesses need to take to protect themselves. The second in the series is going to be a little bit of a firm up of the terms and a follow-up on questions and answers from the first one, as well as the ability to take a self-assessment. Now, that self-assessment, it's not in-depth and it's certainly not all-inclusive, but it is a very good litmus test to see if you're on the right track or not. So I highly encourage you to attend that one. And then our third one in this series is a live hack demo to show everyone how easily a bad guy can get in just by giving an email or using some social engineering to basically get through that threat level. And big one on that one is just cybersecurity training. So we're also going to be covering that in a future episode of our series. So stay tuned for that one. And until then, well, keep safe, stay online, and have a great day. So long.